Welcome everyone, welcome once again to another Sports Frenzzyy podcast, another episode of our show. And I hope that you guys had a wonderful weekend. Hope you guys also want some money and all of that because we gave you some good tips. So ensure that you guys followed us and you have some money in your pockets. But a lot of interesting actions took place over the weekend. Shortly I'll be joined by two gentle fellows. But over the weekend we saw a lot of action football wise and also track and field. We saw Mbomaro at 10.97 and 21.8 thereabouts in less than 80 minutes. Impressive man, and I think they'll probably have her under the microscope very soon. We also saw the youngster from US area 9 around 19.49. He's 18 years old. Sent warning to a lot of people. Some said that they're not taking it serious, but hey, the time will tell. And also, Natalia White of Jamaica, she ran 10.97 at PB. And she said that she's back healthy and all of that. So she's coming back to actually do something great. But from UCSC on a Monday, once football was played, that we're here to review the EPL games over the weekend. So without further ado, here's this fella, man that calls himself the voice. He's once again here. And also, man just goes by his name Ryan, but we call him the politician. But gentlemen, how are you feeling?
Good. Side get a big win.
Yeah, the man. But all right, here what we're going to start right there. So for the weekend, Newcastle have been playing some good football, as we all know. But hey, they have been whopped up by all the big boys. Well, yeah, in a sense, they have been whopped up, but not this time around. They did fight a bit, but as I said on the podcast Friday, I just thought that their quality would have shown, and Liverpool got the 1-0 victory. Anyone of you can take it on.
Well, yeah, I got up and watched that match from start to finish. Um, it wasn't a really exciting game. Liverpool just went about their business, got the job done. They got the early goal. They could have gotten another one that Mane missed. Newcastle, did they get any shots on target?
No.
No.
They had any that I remember.
Yeah, they did. They did too.
Two. Okay, I remember them two there. But anyway, I guess there weren't any real big efforts like that. But they were stifled out by Liverpool. Liverpool basically got the job done in the sense that they managed the game properly. They, even when they were one up and Castle were making their changes and Eddie Howe was switching formations and players and all of that, they were relatively unbothered, Liverpool. So they managed the game after changes, before changes and all of that. They basically kept the game at a level. And they were rightful winners at the end of the day. But I think they have one cause for concern right now, and it's their goal difference that they were leading by. City has get into that.
Yep. But, Kems, you have anything to say on this one?
Not really. Just think the better team won. As Ryan said, even sometimes when a team is leading 1-0, they think the other team has a chance. But Newcastle really and truly didn't pose any threat. They had 4 shots overall in the game. Liverpool had 24 shots with 10 on target. So, Liverpool totally control. I mean, if you wake up and see the scoreline 1-0, you say, oh God, it's a nail biter, this Liverpool escape. But Liverpool was in control, especially that first half. I think they had 72% possession, controlling the game all over the pitch. Liverpool is on a mission. As I say, whether it be 1-0 or 10-0, they just want the 3 points.
And if you guys aren't seeing clearly, just read the ticker that is running across the screen. You can call in if you want to and have your voice being heard, whether straight or whether WhatsApp. You also can send in some voice notes. I know that a lot of you guys have been reaching out in regards to that. So tonight is your night. You can go ahead and do it. And in the comment section, I say Pepe Paul, big up yourself, bro. Tyrese, big up yourself. Same way, Kish, big up yourself. Owen, big up. And to everybody that is currently watching and hasn't commented as yet, big up on yourself. So the next game that we're going to look at is one that I said that it could have gone one out of 2 ways. Either would have been a boring 0-0 draw, or it could have gone as a goal fest, and that was the Crystal Palace against Southampton game. Now Crystal Palace they end up snuck in and they got the 2-1 victory with a Zaha goal at the end. All right, and go ahead and tell me about this one.
Um, that game, you really don't know what to have expected because two inconsistent teams throughout the entire season, and both of them now are safe, so they are basically just playing for position. So that game could have gone anyway. Uh, but at the end of the day, Crystal Palace came back. They got the winner at the death from Zaha, who came off the bench. Um, and nothing much to say about the game. They got the goals, and both teams are now safe and will be looking at maybe rebuilding, and or in some cases maybe trying to keep their most important players on board because I hearing some rumors going around about some team captain for Southampton. The big teams want him, so
Yep.
it remains to be seen what kind of summer that these teams will have when they come back. So a lot of them right now are on the beach.
All right, Kim, what say you?
I had this game. I guess I was totally wrong on this game because I had this game for a boring snooze nil all draw, and it never panned out that way. Southampton scored first, and then once they scored first, I think even though Ryan is saying both teams are going to play for, I think Patrick Vieira still has a little chip on his shoulder because a lot of persons were saying this guy can't coach, yada yada yada. So I think he really wants to finish as high up the table as possible. And if you look, my nice Aston Villa have a lot of games in hand, and right now, should they win those games, they are right up in the 10th, 9th position. Just for those who don't know. So again, as Ryan said, Crystal Palace stole it right at the death with Zaha. The Man United reject, but good game for Crystal Palace. Southampton just look like they can only beat Arsenal around this time. Around this time of the season, they have strength for Arsenal and nobody else.
Here's Terry saying Southampton players on vacation from them reach 40 points. That is facts, man. Right now, I always say that once you see teams like Southampton and those teams reach a 40-point mark, just expect that they're going on vacation. That's what they have done. I was surprised the last time out. Who did they play again? Was it Brighton? That the game ended 2-all when Ward Pro stepped
Yeah,
up and
yeah, they were 2-0 down and they came back.
I was actually surprised because normally they would have gone on vacation. So they showed some fight right there and kind of surprised me. But next game we're going to look at now, James, is Watford against Burnley. Boy, I was fully in tune to this game. And I mean, Burnley got a victory that they deserve. They played a better football. And trust me, this Mike Jackson fellow has done a very good job with them thus far. I mean, I can't take away what Sean Dyche has done over the years because he has been excellent for them. So this man used some bug and keep them in survival mode right through it. But what Jackson has done is something remarkable in terms of he has gotten what 9 points, I believe. Is either 9 or 10 points from the
10
games.
from 4 games.
Yeah. So he has got 3 wins and a draw. And as Kim normally say, that draw should have been a W if Carney never kicked away that penalty. And they have taken themselves out of the bottom three. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? They have jumped ahead of our next side. So when you factor in this now, Kims, and look at it. Do you really think that Burnley has what it takes to survive the remainder of this season?
What I was saying, I know you're big up Sean Dice. I don't think Sean Dice winning that game Saturday. I don't think he's winning that game Saturday. I don't even think he's drawing that game Saturday. I think. Listen, when last we see Burnley play a game where they have 17 shots on goal,
Long time.
I can't tell when last. So again, with the Sean Dyche removal, I think is a new philosophy, and obviously there's a certain urgency, with playing in the relegation zone. What is really interesting though is that Leeds have now decided to come to the party because Leeds say, "Oh boy, life boring up here, so I'm gonna drop down in the relegation zone and battle it out." And Levon, I was looking at the teams left. And I thought that Everton had the hardest on Everton. When I look at Leeds, I can't see a victory for Leeds for the remainder of the
No,
season.
Everton had the hardest when there were 8 games left, When everybody had 8 games left, Everton's
Yeah.
schedule was the hardest. But Everton managed to get points out of their hard schedule.
You see that?
And
You
now
see
the table turn now on Leeds.
the Man United 3 points for them get. and the Chelsea 3 points that them get are probably,
Yes,
especially
man.
the Chelsea one. I know we're going to talk
Yes,
about it a
man.
little bit later, but that are probably the biggest 3 points at Everton season. But when I'm looking at Leeds remaining games, I'm saying, where can Leeds get a victory? Like I'm not seeing it. When I look at Burnley games tough as well because them have Aston Villa twice and them have Spurs. Yeah, I think those are the games that they have. Aston
Yeah.
Villa twice and Spurs. Aston Villa now is still lobbying to finish up in the top 10 as well. So Aston Villa want to finish strong. Spurs want top 4. So that is tough again. When I look at Everton, I think Everton have a Watford in there. Them have an inconsistent Leicester in there. So right now, Everton, that 3 points that them get from Chelsea, Everton is smiling. But I think Burnley will just survive. They'll find a way to survive. And right now it even look like his lead's going on. But it's a big win by Burnley. When it was 1-0 down, 70 minutes, 71st minute, 72nd minute, you see the belief in the team. You see the coach on the sidelines urging the players, continue pushing, fighting. So it was really remarkable. When it was 1-1, it was like, all right, well, them can get a point, but they were fighting for the win. And as you said, I think it was a well-deserved win.
All right, so let me just do this quickly. Where is it? Here it is. So this is the running for Burnley. So you know that next up they have Aston Villa on Saturday.
Tough.
Then they have Tottenham away.
Tough.
Then they have Aston Villa at Aston Villa on the
Mm.
19th.
Mm.
And then they end the season against Newcastle.
Well, they can beat Newcastle at home. Yeah, they
So
can beat
So Aston Villa tough yet Newcastle. They can beat them.
No, because Newcastle is comfortable right where they're at.
Easy the youth.
They
Here's
can
some
beat, honestly, they can beat Villa too. I think they can beat Villa, especially that first one at home. I think
Yep.
they can beat Villa. I think they can get an early goal on Villa and Villa can't score. Because that is Villa thing. They get the chances, but they can't put it in the back of the net. So I think they can beat Villa.
And here's Cream saying that Burnley have all the momentum now and Leeds sliding badly.
Absolutely.
It's just saying that Leeds shocked me, I swear.
Them fire Bielsa. They play good football, but the results not showing.
And here's Terry saying that Leeds watching Everton versus Chelsea and Man United be like. But Ryan, what you have to say about this one?
All right. I knew that Leeds would have slid back down into it because when I was looking at the schedule, as I said, when I look at them from there were like 8 games left. I knew that Leeds would have to get like 2 wins to not slide back into the relegation battle with like 3 or 4 games left. So I had Leeds because new manager Bunks only last for such time. So when they got their 2 wins, and I knew that initially they would have to start sliding off. I think the same thing will happen to Burnley. I think the new manager Bunks not going to last 8-9 games. So I'm not sure it's going to carry them through the season. I think, and media always jinx teams for some reason. They are making a big deal about the 10 points from 4 games, and they were saying that also after they beat Watford. The Jackson guy has gotten more points right now than all 3 Watford managers. Like none of them haven't reached a 10-point mark since this season. So media always find a way for jinx them on them. So I don't expect Burnley to put it this way. Of the 3 teams fighting relegation, whichever one get 2 wins will be safe.
Suppose
So
I don't see none of them getting 2 wins.
it's possible that one of them can get 2 wins, and whichever one gets 2 wins, possible. Where they can get 2 wins, I don't know.
They stand the higher possibility of winning 2 games
Right now,
right now.
right now, if I'm to go by the schedule, I think Everton stands the better chance of getting 2 wins right now, which will basically put them safe. But it can go anywhere really. So right now it's kind of touch and go. I don't expect Burnley to continue the same run for the next 4 games that they had in those last 4. I don't know what to make of Everton right now because the play is like Lampard has abandoned this whole thing of playing pattern, and he's just going out there to war.
Yeah, man.
Especially
But
when
Ryan, you know we're going in that with relegation fight. Pattern of play counts for nothing. Dark fight.
yeah, but here's the thing now with Everton. Everton has now gone through the rough run, so now they have easier teams to face. How are they going to go up against those teams?
True.
When you're playing Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and so forth, you can go there and brawl it out,
Yep.
And Man U, you can go there and brawl it out and try to win them with the brawling style. But when you're playing teams like who are at your level now, who you have a very good chance of beating, how are you going to approach that? So that remains interesting for me in terms of how Everton approach their next 4 games.
Facts. And yes, Fabi friend is saying that Burnley will buck them to somewhere down the line, but Leeds will buck off theirs as well. Terrace is also saying that Vincent Company link with the Burnley job.
Why?
He has been doing a decent job at Anderlecht, so I guess that's the reason why.
Vincent.
Why you hating, man? Not even, I kid you not that you never know the guy was coaching Anderlecht, eh?
I did. Because
Just messing with
remember
him, man.
when my boy did just go over there, I thought he was going to get game taxi. I thought
Yeah.
company was going to give him game, but taxi never see the pitch at all. So, but
Just messing around, man.
no, man. You see, Vincent gonna remind me like an ex-Lampard. Only difference with Vincent is that him go on next league, go and build him way up, go and understand, go and make him mistakes. Lampard just jumping at the fire right away. But no, I want Vincent going at the championship. Vincent.
I would always behave like Lampard never coached Derby.
That's what I was going to ask him. I said, why is it that you put it forward as if Lampard never coached Derby in the championship? But he got them into the playoff spot.
He never stayed there long enough, boss.
One full season, fam.
And it shows. Is it not showing he never stayed there long enough? It shows. I'm just saying.
And here's Dale Francis taking a jab at you, saying that Vincent Company will be better than Ole.
Can be better than Ole. Can Vincent Company come second in the league? Can Vincent Company come third in the league?
Cardiff Ole.
I must Cardiff Ole. Because tell Mr. Dale Francis, right now you think Ralph Ragnick do a better job than Ole? You think David Moyes do a better job than Ole? You think when they what under them one of them? You think Louis van Gaal do a better job than Ole? Absolutely not. Only Jose Mourinho do a better job than Ole. So I don't know where you come and talk about Mr. Dale Francis. Don't talk about my coach, boss.
All right, boss. Here's also Tyrese saying that if City win the league and UCL and United finishes 5th and West Ham finishes 7th and win the Europa, does that mean there will be English team?
No.
6 English team?
Five.
No, on the 5, boss.
So it will be West Ham in 7th to get this spot.
Yeah.
You finish in 5th no count as nothing in a Champions League.
Yep.
Well, we know West Ham not winning because they can't beat that side. And you see in the last 2 games against that team in Europa and against Arsenal, rice and peas is nowhere to be found. And that is why I hear rumors about this man coming to Manchester
That's not
United.
true.
Well, you see Rice in the Europa League? You see him?
Yep.
He was there yesterday.
Where is he doing in the Europa League apart from some cardio? What you see him do? The man was absolute. Again, listen, I'm judging Rice and Peas based on how Uno tell me he is.
Brother.
Yes,
We can say the man this season has been a little bit above 6 and under 7. David Moyes said the man worth 150. And David Moyes have a beat over that farm, not us.
No, that was world class.
Ryan come here and tell me, say, him are the best holding midfielder for England and him are the best.
Yes. And that is like?
Yeah, so if you are the best, remember you tell me say it's coming home as well, So I'm looking at a World Cup. I'm looking at a World Cup, a potential World Cup winning side I'm looking at Declan Rice, and I just don't think, and I've said it to you, Levon, I don't think his performances are consistent enough to be a world beater, to be $100 million, $150 million baller. And I'm sure, man, if Manchester United never get rid of those idiots, they would have probably paid that fee. But you cannot have a person like this who is so inconsistent.
Well,
I don't know where you're seeing consistency, but okay. I
Is
don't know
it
where
one?
you're seeing consistency, but I
All
don't
right.
know.
The next time West Ham I play, I'm going to video call you, and the two of you are going to watch the game for 90 minutes.
all right, so they're going to play this Thursday against Frankfurt again in the
Oh,
second leg. But
oh.
Kim, since as you're being this judgment, I know that you have been watching Rice all season long from we brought him up, So out of 10, what sort of grade would you give Rice for this season?
Hold on there. You see that you name Lil Dan whatever. More you come on the show. Don't stay behind the computer screen
Aladdin.
and talk. Whatever you want name. Don't stay behind the computer screen and talk. Come on the show and make you open your mouth. Since me I talk foolishness, come on the show, open your mouth and come debate your points about Rice. Come promise you not have none. A little cheerleader. But anyway, you ask me about Rice. Let me tell you a little one. Right now, may I be honest with you, Rice cannot get more than a 5 for me. Don't get me wrong. There are days when he's a 7 or an 8. There are days. But again, when I'm looking at the totality of it, he's not good enough when it comes.
Bro, I'm gonna let you finish, but here's Giovanni Scott saying that Rice did not when Governor sing about him. After the song gets still, Rice still with the song.
Absolutely. See it there?
So that's
Absolutely.
kind of funny because when Governor sing about him, no people never know him. So
Facts.
you
Facts. But what they said would give him Kims?
I'm giving him a 5. 5 for the season. Overall, totality.
What sort of grade are you giving him, Ryan?
7.5.
I'll give him a 7. I don't think he has been average because 5 is average, and I think he has been above average this season. So I can't agree with Kims on that one.
It's all right.
Yeah, it is. Next up, we're going to look at that Aston Villa against Norwich game. Once again, Steven Gerrard decided that he was going to play some faith. Then Leon Bailey started him. He wrestled the bar with a shot in which he should have scored that. But then once again he came off injured, and it seems like this man cannot stay fit. And I saw a troll post saying that the flop Leon Bailey isn't being talked about enough. This is your side, Kems, and the moment that you saw that Danny Hinks came on the field, you guys scored. What do you have to say about your team's, well, the team that you're on loan at performance?
So actually, I thought that I picked a 5-0 victory for Aston Villa. And you even said it, Aston Villa to win and Norwich not to score. And I say I can buy that too if my thing is a little bit too ambitious. But I think Aston Villa could have won this game 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. I think they were that dominant. But obviously, we keep hitting the post, missing one-on-ones, not putting away the chances, which has been a story that have been happening all season. Now, about Leon Bailey, I'm not going to come here and harp on Leon Bailey. Y'all know how I feel about the guy. I don't think he's a guy that loves football. I don't think he takes his crafts too seriously. He looks like he has more fun. Looks like he's more dedicated to hanging out with the Usain Bolts of the world, the Ryan Sterlings of the world, and he can't seem to, stay fit. And again, I've always said it: the best ability is availability. And if you're not available to your teammates, if you're not available to your coach, if you're not available to your team, then why should I have you in my squad? Steven Gerrard have come out. I don't know if he's doing PR, but he said, hey, when this guy is playing football, when he's confident, when he's not injured, he plays at a high level. Steven Gerrard seems like an honest man, seems like a genuine man, so I have to take his word for it. But what I'm saying is a man who is not available and is rarely ever available for his team, and we're not paying you all this kind of money to be in the training room and to be on the training table. So I think that Aston Villa should definitely move on from him, and should just move on from him and then get in another replacement.
All right, so before I get to Ryan, the man has responded to your Kems. Other than said that Kems, you're a joker. I never babysitting, I will debate you. and something more sensible. Winning stupid debate is no good for my track record.
Anyway, talk your talk. Every day you're gonna come up with something. Either you babysit or you cry or you do something. Just come on the show. Send Levon your email him, send him the link. Come on the show anytime. Any day, anytime. You can talk about any topic. Talk about your Chelsea, Frank Lampard, anything. And I'll demolish you, I'll embarrass you.
All right, Ryan, go ahead and tell me about this game.
Well, this season, I can't call him Ryan Bailey. I have to call him Ryan Barely because him barely do anything for Aston Villa this season. Um, but he has mostly been injured. I don't know if it has to do with. I remember some years ago, Sturridge pointed out that because he has Caribbean roots and he's very quick and he has muscle twitch, it has caused him to gotten a lot of injuries. So I don't know if it's the same thing with Leon Bailey. I don't know if the league is too fast for him, not too fast, too physical for him. I don't know what his DNA is in terms of his makeup, which is causing him to be getting so many injuries. So I don't know, but definitely next season can't be the same. He has to injuries can't be an excuse anymore. He have to get himself fit. He have to get himself ready for next season. And I know Gerard has been talking in favor of him, so he has to do what he has to do. So just right off this season as a acclimatization season, and with that had injuries and all of those things, just put that one side and move on to the next season. So him can't afford for this to happen until next season.
All right, I see Jay saying that man should have got Leicester City, not Villa.
And the Dodgers,
And here's Fran saying that give them on a preseason under Gerard.
listen, Fabi Freno, you know Fabi Freno, you're a guy I like. You're a guy I like a lot. But Fabi Freno, you need to stop this foolishness about giving him a preseason under Gerard. What is the preseason under Gerard going to do? The man is not available to play, boss. The man can't leave. The man can't leave the medical room. He can't leave the office there because he's always hurt. Every time he come on, if he play anything more than 15, 20 minutes, he's hurt. So but now I say the man no, he not have no talent because he must have talent to be where he's at. But I'm saying for the best ability is availability, and he's just not available.
We appreciate the support, man. Here's Julian saying that this is so funny. I keep watching you guys and know nothing about football, neither what you guys are talking about. Otherwise, love you guys. Keep doing the good work. Big up on yourself. We appreciate it, man. At least you'll actually learn something from us. Just keep on watching until you grasp some ideas about what we're talking about. Next game that we're going to look at is Wolves against Brighton. And Wolves, their season is basically shut down. Brighton on a run away from home. They have gotten like 4 victories away from home, and it's just looking upwards for them in terms of that. And you know your team is in trouble when they say Brighton score 3 goals on you. Could have easily been 4 because remember that Alexis
Penalty.
McAllister missed one of the penalty, but he ended up scoring, and then good old play by Welbeck again got another penalty, and Trossard has just been playing some good football. But the thing that has taken away from this guy is that his decision making in the final third is poor at times. But that was some that it's a good game from them. But before I get there, here's Fran saying that give the youngster time. New training regime, and new fitness program. Ken's don't go into coaching because you will have no players to coach because you're selling everyone.
All right, Fabi. All right, now give him a chance. Now give him a chance.
And he scream saying that Bulls check out them they're on vacation already. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
Crazy.
weird because Wolves was fighting for a European spot.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember Wolves was one of the best defensive team statistically,
Dima
and
Jinx them man.
all of that was gone out the door. May I pick all the defender for Wolves, all the keeper I pick too.
Dima
But
Jinx them man from Dima pick Max Killman in the draft.
yeah, that man turn a piece of corner there. I don't know where him gone. The man just
Yeah,
turn a
remember I know. And I think Ryan had saw this article where they're saying that he was in line to probably get called up for England, but Boy, not anymore at all, fam. I think England will probably rather call up an injured Joe Gomez than that man right now.
Not I don't know because Tyron Mings have been playing some serious football now. And I'm telling you, the way our things going with Harry Maguire now, Tyron Mings look like he's the one who's going to be one of the
Not
starting
happening.
centre backs around here.
Not
With,
happening.
I like Mings
So
and
you
John
see,
Stones.
Southgate, fam. Southgate is a loyalist, right? And even when Maguire was booed the other day, yeah, the man come out and say no matter what, Maguire will always be in England squad.
You know, every big coach have players that I'm loyal to.
Yep.
There are some coach who just not left outside players.
And if it left up to him right now, Lingard would be in the squad. Trust me. But
From
this
England,
game,
from England on 21 days, I'm loyal to Lingard. And I am
Fox.
surprised that man like Ward Prowse, who was his captain at the under 21, can in a game for England.
Yeah. But this game, Ryan, what you have to say about this one?
Nothing much really. Brighton, as usual, can't kick penalties. Them changed about 5, 6 different kickers. Every one of them miss. But they managed to got a 3-0 victory surprisingly against Wolves. And as I said, I don't know what it is with Wolves why they check out because they were on their way to Europe in terms of they were fighting and all of that. But anyway, Brighton now has their most points ever in a season, and they are aiming for their highest position. I think they said the highest position they ever finished is like 13 since this league itself,
Yep.
but they were like ninth some years back when the whole league was around. So they are on the verge of going above that. So let us see how they close out the season.
Yep. And Kems, what you have to say about it?
Not much. Good win by Brighton. Wolves what? Wolves only have one win in their last 5 games and they have lost three in a row. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. So that's a good win by Brighton. I see Brighton is in ninth place now, but they play two more games than Leicester, two more games than Aston Villa, one more game than Crystal Palace. So Brighton will get cut down to size and probably finish around 13th, 14th in the league. I guess that's good enough for them.
All right. Move on to another game that has more interest and as is customary, whenever Man City see a team like Leeds, they just swap them up. And this time around, just give them a 4 piece easy. And Ryan was just going to touch on it a bit at the beginning when we were talking about Liverpool, but there was a time that we'll get into it that they are biting into Liverpool goal difference. And at this point in time, it's very essential because at the rate that this season is going, you may never know that this league might come down to goal difference and all of that. So, good win for them. Easy 4-0 victory. Anyone of you can take it on.
Well, listen, I thought that it would have been just an easy 3-0 victory, but they decided to put one more on top. Um, I don't know if Jesus decided that he wants to get into form so he can attract some new club or whatever, but the man is playing some really, really, really good football. And I guess this is what Pep probably wanted to see from him from day one up until now. Listen, I don't see where Man City going to lose a game. I'm looking where they're going to drop points, where they're going to lose, but it just look like they're going about business as usual. Liverpool had the chance. Liverpool had to beat them to control their own destiny, but they didn't. So, I think Manchester City will finish as champions, but they look really good, really nice. And I said it on the last show. I say, hey, it doesn't even matter who they start because they have around 2, 3 squads out there that they can put, and they start some players and they get the job done. Midweek now they have against Real Madrid to finish that job and jump in the Champions League finals. So really exciting times for Pep, who is the goat. A lot of persons like to discredit the man, but the man is. I've never seen a coach like this man. The man is just exceptional, man.
All right. Before I get to Ryan, as I mentioned at the top of the show, for the people that are just tuning in, you can call in if you want to and have a voice be heard, or you can leave a WhatsApp voice note and you'll also be heard. So the number is running on the screen. So just look at the ticker that is running under the screen and you'll actually see the number that you can call into. Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm expected win for City. It Leeds, it can be any amount when you're playing Leeds. So I'm expected win for City, as I said, and now they have destiny in their own hands, and it's a case of who blink first. Because somebody, if they don't blink, City wins, but Liverpool has been doing well to keep the pressure on City, and City has done well to not blink so far with 4 games left. So as it stands right now, is advantage City, but there could be a plot twist. There could be a plot twist where, and Villa could be the reason behind it for more than one reason. Is either Villa, is either Gerrard spoil his whole team party, or he spoils it in favor of them, one way or the other. It can go anyway, but as it stands right now, advantage City.
So while you talk about that, Ryan, because when you look at both teams' scheduling, both Liverpool and City, I'm looking. Liverpool have some really tough runs coming up. They have to play Spurs.
And man, you're not losing a game, bro.
Huh?
Neither of these two teams are losing any of these games.
They're not to lose.
Not even draw. They're not losing, they're not drawing.
All right. Since you say,
Spurs going tough enough.
See, well, Ryan, since you say me have money for you for Brentford.
Do you want
to put some money to Liverpool
at this point in the season? I'd rather keep my money safe.
Didn't Spurs beat them this season, right? In the league.
Let me check it back quick.
I know they lost to West Ham. Who were the other two?
Front or one of you guys in the comment section. All right, so it drew.
Oh, yeah. It was a draw.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a foregone conclusion that they're going to beat Spurs, because Spurs is fighting for fourth, and Spurs don't want to go
what
in the Arsenal game. Necessarily needing to definitely having to win. So Spurs want to not be too far behind Arsenal going into that game.
So right, let me ask you a question. What happened with Spurs this weekend? What happened with Spurs in the game this weekend?
They beat Leicester.
Okay. Following the trend, what is going to happen to Spurs in the next game?
No, but you have to understand now that Spurs, them break that trend. They went on like a 4-game run, and then them go on a 2-game run where they don't score. So it's like they break the win-lose trend, and they're creating a different trend. So now we can see what kind of trend I'm creating this time.
So Spurs have what? Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley, and Norwich.
Them last 2 games easier.
Easy.
Remember, say Burnley give them one love, Remember, Burnley give them already one love. I don't think the Burnley game is easy. Remember, Burnley
the Burnley game is easier than Liverpool or Arsenal.
All right, so Kems, what are you saying about betting again?
Yeah, sorry, I got a call just now, boss. So what you say? Let us put whatever money you say, bet you, let us double or nothing. I'm saying that Liverpool will drop points before the season is done. And one of these games, since you say Klopp is the GOAT, listen, put your money where your mouth is. I'm saying Liverpool will drop points in the remaining fixtures. Double or nothing.
We'll talk off here.
Where's Ryan?
Bro, remember that I know the tricks and the trades by now,
Hey Ryan, what you say? You want to put up something, Ryan? I'm saying Liverpool
will drop over here, sir.
Huh?
Me good over here, sir.
Let me see with the comment.
Is that right? We used to not having money, so we continue not winning. Right. I don't need to win the money to that.
All right.
In the comment section, willing to take it up. Liverpool fans, you're always low. From Owen Dilworth to all these.
No, Fabi Frano, pause me now.
All right, Davian Smith, what you say? You want to take it up?
Yeah, anybody.
I said Davian Smith commented and said, level and easy money that. So Davian, if you want to take it up.
Yes, Davian Smith, take it up. $100 that Liverpool will drop points for the remainder of the season. Somewhere along the line, they will drop points. So come on, Mr. Smith, put up your money, $100 US. You can take a nice, beautiful girl on a date, or your girls on a date. That's a lot of money.
Bro, if I hadn't known you, I would have taken the bet. But it's because me know you by now. Yeah.
Liverpool not losing. No, Fabi Frano. I'm not saying that they will lose, Them not have to lose. I just need them to drop points. Hey, can you put up Liverpool's schedule? Because we don't act like this league is a curry goat league.
Let me do that quickly.
We don't act like this league is a curry goat league, boss.
I'm going to watch the remaining games, man. Just watch.
Tottenham.
All right, so they have Tottenham, then they have Villa, then they have Southampton, then they have Wolves. Yeah, they end the season against Wolves.
All right, so they beat Wolves.
Tottenham, Southampton. They're going to beat
Southampton
and Aston Villa.
Oh, I think them did have West Ham too. Jano.
You know, sorry, I don't feel like take the bet though.
Let me see what cities schedule.
Alright. So I'm gonna go up on it quick.
So listen, Davian Smith, nobody boss. Keep your money in there. Keep your money in your pocket, boss.
Alright, so City, they have Newcastle on Sunday at home. Then they have Wolves away. Then they have West Ham. Then they have Villa.
Where's West Ham?
West Ham is at West Ham.
Okay, all right.
But remember that West Ham is playing Thursday in the Europa.
Hold on. West Ham is playing Thursday.
Yeah.
And then who West Ham have next?
The City.
West Ham have City Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
No.
Exactly.
It's the following weekend, the 15th.
Exactly. So West Ham can do banana skin.
No, Ryan, I just watch Arsenal box up because West Ham.
Yep.
City are going to roll over them.
City not losing any games. I can't.
No, I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm just saying it's the same way like how we point out that Tottenham can be a banana skin for Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham I get about four piece.
I'm not. City go and beat Castle.
Mm-hmm.
City go and beat Wales, them have?
They have Wolves and Villa.
And they have Wolves where? Away, home.
Home. So they have out of the remaining games, they have 2 home, and the 2 home games are Newcastle and Villa, 2 away games, and that is Wolves and West Ham.
Wolves might want to get revenge for that time.
Revenge not going as a boss.
When City get the win. When City get the penalty when there was no penalty.
Wolves season shut down, fam. Nobody can score for them.
Anyway, the only banana skin I see there might be West Ham. And maybe Aston Villa. Based on what might need to happen on the last day.
Villa can't keep out City. Cannot.
No, just the poetic side of it. You know how the media would go and behave with, okay, City need to beat Gerrard on the last day to win. You don't know it's going to become a big deal. It's going to be a big story.
Hey, listen, don't rule out, and I know you guys running away from it, but don't rule out Manchester United creeping in that top 4, That top 4 is not over yet.
All right, we can move on to the next topic.
Well, do not rule out United, and don't rule out Chelsea dropping from 3rd down to 4th.
Dead and buried, though, fam.
Huh?
It's dead and buried for United.
No, I don't.
Chelsea dropping to 4th is neither here nor there. Champions League anyway. But Chelsea needs 4 points to qualify for Champions League.
Kems, it's basically dead, man. Because United have 2 games, right? They only can end on 64 points. So you look at it. Arsenal is on 60.
So it's really Arsenal. At the end of the day, it's really Arsenal on top.
Yeah, and Arsenal have what? 4 games in hand.
And all right, so
the best man you can do is come 5th.
No, listen.
The best man you can do is come
Arsenal have. So hold on.
Tottenham and Arsenal not going to lose.
Hold on. Tottenham.
3 out of 4 games.
So Tottenham have Liverpool. Let's say Liverpool beat them. That's already them stuck at 61.
Let's say Arsenal beat them too.
let's say Arsenal beat them. Them stuck on 61.
Arsenal
And
gone
then-
for 66 fam. United can't catch them again. Arsenal would be on 66.
No, that's all right. But may I say, at Tottenham now we are focused on the catch.
Tottenham is
So
in fifth.
Tottenham-
So Ryan is correct. Remember, says fifth is the highest United can finish.
No.
Yeah, I
United-
said fifth.
Chelsea.
No,
I said fifth is United can finish.
Well,
And I
no,
said fourth,
Listen to the table.
and fourth is the lowest Chelsea can finish.
no, hear me say no, I'm not talking about Chelsea now. I am saying for United, I think United can catch Spurs. Spurs lose them next 2 games against Liverpool and freaking Arsenal.
Yeah,
Cannot
but we
catch them,
agree.
cannot.
But we agree on that.
Huh?
We agree to
United
that.
cannot
We
catch
agree.
them either.
Why we can't catch them?
Because
No, Ken.
on the
We
final day they have
agree.
Norwich.
We agree that United can pass Spurs. We're just saying United cannot come top 4.
Neither. They cannot
You
pass
were
that.
the one who said
Oh,
United
hold
can
on.
come top 4.
Which part Spurs there?
Fifth.
Oh.
Bro, you're having a bad night, man.
Yo, why we think the Spurs the 4th and Arsenal the 3rd?
No fam. So where would that leave Chelsea?
Exactly.
Hey, Chelsea just lose to Everton. We think Chelsea they're
No,
gonna
boss.
fight it out.
That's what I'm
Damn.
telling you. No matter what, United is
Yeah.
going to finish 6th. Not even 5th, they can finish. Because Tottenham have
Anyway,
Norwich in the final. They're going to beat up Norwich.
Tottenham have finished easy. So, but realistically speaking, the best United can hope for it, which is neither here nor there because of Europe anyway.
Facts.
Wow. Yeah, man, United did it on the mode. No good at backside.
Kems, this is all I would say to you right now.
Something all right. Something all right, yeah.
Wild in fan, you're careful. But as I mentioned, City isn't losing a game for remainder of the season. I think that both teams will win the remaining games, and the red side will be crying because they'll lose by a point. That will hurt once again because remember that what was
The
it?
last time they won by 11 millimeter.
Yeah. So
11 millimeters.
it will be easy for the remainder of games of both these teams. Next game we're going to look at Tottenham against Leicester, as always, and as is customary. Harry Kane scores against Leicester. That's not what 17 in 14 games against them, but the man of the moment, the man that is not looked at really by a lot of people, Young Min Son. He has what? I think he has 30th goal contribution for the season in terms of goals plus assists. He has 18 goals and I believe 13 assists thereabouts.
19, I think it's 19, and in the league.
Yeah, in the league, I'm talking.
He has 19 in the league and 6 assists. I think
I
it's
remember-
19. Or 19 and 7, maybe the one I get for Ken.
I remember when people were comparing Marshall to this man and said Marshall better than Son. And we're fighting, say Marshall better than Son. Listen, man, Son remind me, Son is like a better version of Jason Park. You know, Son dangerous piece of baller. But listen, we want to talk about Leicester a little bit because, you know, and I think Demo, I've lamented on it many times.
Kim, hold on a second, Kims. I get a voice note. I know that he probably messed up your guys' name because it should have been you, but he mentioned Ryan. So here's Jerome and saying that. Hold on, let me just go ahead.
Yeah, good night, sports Frenzzyy. Let Ryan know I will take the two. I bet him $200. I bet him 200 US. So Liverpool not dropping no pints. So me take the bet for $200. Line up your cash app. I'm not gonna know go on. You see it? Yeah, just line up your cash app. Money. I'm gonna slide money through and see how go on. So me I take a $200 bet. Liverpool not dropping a single pint for the rest of the Premier League.
All right, Mr. Jerome, here one. Give me until Friday to get back to you. I have to consult my finance people them to see how the budget stay. But give me until Friday to get back to you. And and we talk because I bet they sound juicy. But I love 200 US. But see a nice pair of LeBron 19s, $200 feet exactly. I'm gonna want to pay my $200 feet. I would love to use your $200 Jerome. So just give me until Friday. We'll finalize the bit.
All right. I also say Owen in the comment section. Big up family. Jump on late, but actually catch it while it's going. So big up, man. And Michelle, that's always saying that Kims cannot be trusted. Christoph saying that take the bet, man, Kims. That's easy. 2 bills.
Yo, who Christoph support?
He's a Liverpool man.
Yeah, man, him team me a clown. They walk up laugh off of me.
Yes, Kevin saying that Spurs to hold Liverpool to a draw. One of them will be balling.
Yep, I agree with you.
And Kevin is a Arsenal fan, so you know that man have no love towards Tottenham, so you know that go already.
Yep.
So
Ryan, what do you think? Ryan, you think we must take the bet?
For the vibes, yes.
For the vibes?
Yeah, man.
Like this.
No, you say you go buy sneakers and them something, so
Yeah,
either way, if you lose, it go and be vibes. If you win, it go and be vibes.
It'll have the vibes to me if we lose a backside. Yeah. Hey, is this the same Jerome dude?
Yeah,
Becky?
man, I aim that, man.
Hey, Jerome Becky, message me on Facebook, Barrington Kemar. That's my Facebook name. Message me on Facebook so we can talk business. But give me until Friday, boss, and just send your cash up details as well. If me decides if you take on that.
A Liverpool man, I tell us, Kems, walk away.
But Mr. Becky, I want you to, if Liverpool really managed to get past Villarreal, because it's not over. Emery tell you say it's not over. But if they get past Villarreal,
we soon get there.
Well, I know, quick never. If they get past Villarreal, I want to take you up on a $500 bet that you guys won't win the Champions League, Mr. Becky.
Regardless of who the opponent is in the final.
Well, we already know it's going to be Man City, no doubt.
No, we don't know that.
Well, I do. If you don't know that, it's your business, but I do.
We don't know that.
Yes,
Once we see Real Madrid in a competition, they have a chance.
Yes, and I'll say that Jerome not listen to the Kems, he might go missing.
Okay, I go missing, Adlam. I'm not there, someone. No, you see me go missing. You want me to jump up after the first leg and say what? It's 2 legs in our Champions League game, boss.
And see if, bro, that for sure in a Kems, see even Alidan where you go at inside the man tell us, yo, you say nonsense, so don't do nonsense tonight. Take the bet another day. Man tell us, walk away.
Hey, you see, if I don't take the bet, I'm going to say Spurs or give Liverpool a hot one. I'm going to never forgive you. No. Listen, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to talk to my financial advisor. And then, Levon, please keep the show.
Right there, man.
Why you want to keep the
as a matter of fact, Adlam, just send me an email.
Hold on. Please keep the show tomorrow for what? What's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the game.
Champions League?
Yeah, that's what I said. We'll get there.
The more you
Boy, Kems on our rock from night.
Yeah, I'm all tight, brother. I'm all tight.
Because of Liverpool win tomorrow, because get to beat Kems. Adlam, you know what, man? Just send me an email or your number. I'm gonna just shut the link to you so you can come on as well if you're there, so you can beat him right on the show.
Hey, what else say Adlam? Listen, I know your mommy always tell you, don't count your eggs before they hatch. Be careful when you're asking for a show tomorrow and Villarreal sending them home because it wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look good. Hey, Christoph.
People have know your fam.
Christoph, let me tell you, Christoph, I have class tomorrow, and just how confident I am in Villarreal, I already send the professor an email, say I feel a little bit coffee. So I'm not showing up to class tomorrow, so I will be here because
no man, you hinge your bet. You hinge your bet, you tell your professor say your coffee, and then it can clear up tomorrow depending on the result.
But for full disclosure, I do have a present. We have a 25-page paper due for tomorrow, and I have a presentation tomorrow in class. So this is me. Should I go to the presentation or should I come on the show? As Ryan said, it depends on the results. So guys, remember, I do have a presentation due tomorrow in class.
I guess Christoph said that you have to wait until Saturday and the NBA show to see Kems. Bro, the man never beat you to that, but they may say that Kems look like you have some free money.
No, but just want to win some money, boss. Times hard. Inflation about 10% up here, boss. Everything raised. Gas a $5 a gallon. You can't afford it, boss. We need some money.
All right. So since as we already discussed it, well, did we discuss it? No, we didn't. That damn game, man. I was just talking about Son.
No, man. I started to discuss it, and no.
Yeah, man. Son and Kulusevski has been very good in terms of link up and.
Yeah, Kulusevski has like what 8 assists in 13 games.
Crazy, man. It's crazy. And I remember Demo came on here and said that man don't look like a footballer, but give me many day right now, man, over a lot of these guys. And I heard Bergwijn came out today and said that it doesn't seem as if he'll get any game time at Tottenham, so he wants to go back over to Netherlands. Ajax would be his preference. But yeah, as I said, easy victory for Tottenham. Leicester season basically shut down. Otherwise, from Conference League that they
realize that thing with a lot of the Dutch players.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at it today. Noah Lang. A lot of them. I was also watching a video with a lot of the recent Dutch players when they are in the youth system. They are very good players, but when they are transitioning to senior football at a club level, at club levels, they don't really matriculate that well. A lot of them. I have to go back and look at all of the names them, but recently.
But Lang has been decent though, you know.
Huh?
Lang has been decent though, you know.
No, Lang has been decent since he has gone to Bruges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a lower league than the Dutch league.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but if you look at even Tottenham, I don't think that Tottenham should have went for another Dutchman. Reason being, remember the guy, the striker, what was his name, man? Victor Janssen, I believe it is.
Janssen, exactly. Janssen is the next one. They just
remember that he came over here with big promises, you know, and then played.
Yeah, it's a risk to buy from the Dutch league. Buying from a Dutch league is a real risk. Van de Beek.
So do you think it's Dutch players themselves, or is the case as if players that play in the Dutch league? Because even if you look at Ziyech that you guys bought from Ajax, he hasn't really kicked on as a lot of people probably expected.
The man not get enough game time, boss.
But he has gotten game time and he has gotten game time as well. He hasn't really impressed much.
No, but
he has gotten game time. He has gotten a spell earlier, like December, January, February, he was on form. And then him peel off again, so...
Yeah, but man like them, they need consistent running at the side. Chelsea not really fit in where them have so many persons that can just come in and just take a game like that.
Well, that is the reality at big clubs.
Probably can send them
you might have man will come in and take a game. So Pulisic for that ball there. That's just the reality.
Good point in Ryan, because look, even at Hudson, I remember that he started off good enough. No. What's not that I can see about the 11? And here's I'm trying to say that you have a point, Ryan, because at youth level they play too long in Netherlands. They need to head out early in their youth. You're also saying
that that's the thing, even when they head out early, because I mean I don't remember the guy who went to the team in Russia and him fall off. You're supposed to remember. No, not Quincy Promise. I'm another one. He went to the one that our boys at.
Yeah, Promise is at Spartak.
Huh?
Promise went to Spartak.
I know Promise, man. One next one.
All right. I'll check it and tell you. So here's Franz also saying that the Dutch players are mostly system players and they adapt better to the system in the Netherlands.
Yeah, because if Berg going to go back to Netherlands, they're going to turn big ball again.
Yep. But I'll get back to the players soon. We'll just move on with the next game, and that is Everton against Chelsea, the one that we have been all waiting for all night long. I'm sure that Thames has been waiting for this one as well.
Of
So
course.
the floor belongs to one fella, and that is Ryan, because I want to hear his excuse because he told us that his team wasn't going to give no points to nobody. They're not sorry for nobody right now. Trust me. That was a handed out victory to Everton yesterday. So give me a long soliloquy right now, boss.
Well, when Chelsea played Arsenal, I said that I don't expect us to beat Arsenal. We never beat Arsenal. I said that about Man U, that I don't expect us to beat Man U. We drew with Man U. Everton, I thought Chelsea was going to go hard because it's Lampard coming back. Well, not coming back, but we are going to play. So it's basically the man who take him job versus him. So I thought Chelsea was going to go hard and be ruthless because I know Chelsea DNA DNA is to be ruthless in the sense that anyway, yeah, so I was expecting Chelsea to be ruthless and put away Everton, but that never happened. So Everton used the Liverpool model against us, and this time they got not 15% but 22%, and they made the most of it. So it happens. What else am I supposed about that?
That's all I have to say.
What else was supposed to
That's an excuse. It happens for your
You
pathetic
wanted an excuse.
for your pathetic performance. It happens. Listen, when I was watching the game, I can see that Everton don't give Chelsea the respect that they gave Liverpool, that they gave United, that they gave even Manchester City. Because with those three teams, Everton sit back. Like they sit back all the time and just wait for a counter.
So what caused them to have 22% if they did not sit back with Chelsea?
I'm sorry?
No, they had 22%.
So Everton never sit back in the game. They didn't sit back. I didn't see them sitting back waiting for the counter. I see Everton taking the game to Chelsea. And to be honest with you, that game should have ended probably 4-0. Everton should have probably gone 4-0
so
right
Chelsea.
after.
Who was the man of the match in the game?
Who was the man? I don't know. Who was the man of the match?
Big truck.
But however, Everton should have won 4-0 because their goalkeeper was man of the match.
No, well, listen, because I'm looking at the chances that Everton got, and I thought that Everton chances were better. When Everton score a goal,
when Pickford attack ball slap him in the face, he might move between the goal line and make big saves. Those were Everton chances were still better.
That is his job, though. That is his job to save the
ball.
No,
we're talking about chances. Yeah, because as far as I am concerned, Pickford made saves, and I don't remember Mendy making any big saves like that.
Well, not because Mendy never make a big save mean Everton didn't get a chance. That's what I'm saying. So when Everton went up 1-0, I don't remember what the player name. I don't know if you can remind me a name level. But there was a player who get a chance immediately after, and the man kick it. Him and Mendy alone, and the man kick it. The man kick it way up in the stands. That was an easy chance. That should have been too low.
I think that
I think that was I think that was the bug. And then 5 minutes after that again, here comes Everton again with another chance again to make it 3-0. And even the commentators are saying, I can't believe he missed that. So that should have been another 3-0.
No, man, it's not Gray, man. It was Mikolenko, the left back. It was immediately after they went up 1-0.
Yes, immediately after.
It was the crowd that was attacking.
You know the crowd are good in the park when Everton scored and everybody, I believe, they might cheer them on and so. And it should have been 2-0 right there, so obviously game would have over. But then obviously Chelsea is a good team, so they might get little chances. But I think the more clear-cut chances, I think Everton got in the game, especially.
I disagree.
That's all right if you disagree, no problem. Not because I disagree means it's the truth, but I said there was a little spell, there was a little 15-minute spell where I just see Everton does pressure.
So those chances were better than Rudiger chance and better than Aspilicueta chance.
I believe so.
And better than Uh, the Croatia guy, that winning again.
To Kovacic.
Kovacic chance, yeah.
So the Kovacic thing, right? When I look at Kovacic chance, I don't even, because Everton chances were more clear cut than that. Kovacic had to create his chance. Because Kovacic had to go through around 3 persons. But I don't know if you remember. He had to go through 3 persons and then he must have try and angle it round and think and Pickford make a good
So
save.
them give the wrong man of the match. Okay, all right.
You see, yeah, look upon who get man of the match. Okay, Pickford. I'm just saying. No, what I'm saying, Ryan, is that I believe, and this is just my belief. You can't kill me for my belief. I'm saying my belief is that Everton got the more clear-cut chances, especially after they scored. I think Everton could have gone 3-4-0 after they scored because they were pressuring you guys. That's all I'm
I
saying.
disagree though.
That's all right if you disagree too.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's okay to disagree. I
Yeah,
think as Piliqueta chance, there's no way Pickford should have touched that. That should have been a rifle to the back of the net. I mean, it was a brilliant save. Not taking away anything from the save,
Yeah.
but come on, man.
but it's
Rudiger chance,
absolutely.
body on the line.
Yes, man.
No, but what you expect from Apsi, honestly? What you really expect from him? It's not like he's a Pulisic. It's not like he's a Havertz. He's Apsi.
And
No,
here's I'm saying that Rudiger got the best chance games. Pickford didn't know what happened.
Was that the one
Ball
where
hit him in
Pickford
the
in the
face.
face? When him take listen, as a goalkeeper, you know, and Ryan is a goalkeeper, so he can tell you, right? As a goalkeeper, as a goalkeeper, the coach always tell you, be as big as possible. And that is what Pickford do. Be as big as possible. And then, you know, I really have. But again, I am saying, where the momentum change in the game for me was when directly after Everton scored, they got 2 or 3 quick chances. And it's not half chances, it's easy, full chances where, you know, if you're a sensible footballer, you score the goal.
And here's Keem saying that Mount can't pass to the strikers.
I think Mount had a bad game, but
I've been hearing that for a minute now. I've been hearing that Chelsea midfielders don't like passing to the strikers. And here's Dale Francis said that Chelsea donated 3 points to their former player/legend. Now, Ryan, my question to you, before I get there, is Adlan saying that, but Kim, the thing the left back should score, but not Aspili. Okay. And Michelle saying that the Everton fans even set off firecrackers throughout the night outside of the hotel Chelsea was staying. These are professionals. They're used to these things, so no excuse.
Excuses, Michelle, excuses.
Typical.
If you hear Ryan come with them excuses, Michelle, you have to load that one there alone. Those are excuses. They do that all the time. Chelsea did that to Manchester United when United were on top, and United still come out and walk them up. They did that when Ole was in charge, and what did Ole do to Frank Lampard? Beat and teach him. So come on, Michelle, excuses.
But Ryan, I see a lot of Chelsea fans in and around Facebook, and some of them that I even have conversation with saying that they think that Chelsea should sack Tuchel. Reason being, how Chelsea tend to perform well is when they sack a manager. They always tend to win a Champions League or even a league the moment after they sack a manager. What would you say to those fans? Because now it's the coach and the players that said in turn, and they said that Werner, Mount, Havertz to an extent, Aspili, Saul, even Kante, they said should leave the team. So, what would you say to those fans?
Idiots.
Chelsea fans being Chelsea fans. That's why me and most of them don't get along.
But you think Tuchel should stay on?
Exactly. Why should he leave?
Okay. But I know that we'll eventually get there and discuss it all. But you know that your 2 central defenders are leaving in terms of Christensen and Rudiger. Christensen has basically signed for Barca already, and Rudiger is signing for Real Madrid. How do you guys plan to address that? I know that you guys are still chasing Kunda, but in terms of a added body around there, who you think would suit your team right now? Especially with the takeover looming.
What the rest of the name of the man?
Chalaba.
Yeah. All right.
No, Conde should comes in for me. I don't know if they'll go back for Tomori or Gay, but somebody else. It has to be somebody else. And that can at least. But
Ryan,
Kunde has to be one of the two that comes in.
Ryan, what about Maguire? Because, you know, United, right now, United thinking of taking away the captaincy from him. And when a player lose captaincy and stay within that team, you know, it's turmoil. And I think Tuchel is kind of a manager like Southgate in terms of no nonsense, in terms of, you know, a particular structure. So
Yes,
all fun and joke aside, you don't think Maguire beside we call Kunde, one of them ballers, you don't think it could have worked for Chelsea? Honestly.
If Chelsea plays a back three, it could work. Just like how it worked with Rudiger in a back three.
Okay. Yeah, man. Maguire is on the block. So, you know, hopefully, I wonder what the other Chelsea fans think. Dan and all those players, all those people. Because I think Maguire would be a good fit for Chelsea. He's not really a bad defender, you know. He just never fit Manchester United system. Because he defends well for England.
And here's Alden saying that Chelsea don't have a system and Chelsea players seems to no longer be motivated to work for the coach in charge. At some point, I think we can sack Tuchel.
You know, I'm gonna understand with Chelsea fans, and I don't think Ryan is this kind of person. But I think with Chelsea fans, as soon as they have a bad run of games, oh God, the players don't want to play for this coach anymore. It's time to sack the coach. It's time to get. I don't believe over the course of a season, I believe there's going to be ebbs and flows. I think there's going to be up and down. I think, you know, you play good one time, you don't play good. But honestly, I think Tuchel, I mean, he made a bold statement that he's going to build a team that no one wants to play against. I think that is proven to be false. But I think he still has a good team. I think he dropped the ball on Lukaku, but that's all right. Sometimes it happens. But I think he's a really good coach, and you know, I think that
he has made 3 cup finals this season.
Huh?
He has made 3 cup finals this season.
Yeah.
Same thing gonna be Ole made finals and never win, and still beat him.
You won Club World Cup. That Ryan came on here celebrating.
Yeah.
Being 20 points behind the first place team, but no worries. Come here and celebrate the Club World Cup.
Yeah, then you're not to celebrate your win.
Yeah.
You never win. You don't know what that feel like. You finish 20 points behind the first place and never have nothing to celebrate.
What I forgot there?
And him started.
But yes, Casey saying that if we had sacked him before Madrid, we would most likely want UCL based on history. But we out of UCL, so it make no sense.
Yeah.
Yes, Fran is saying that Maguire will be a United player when the season restarts. Yeah, he'll be. Adlam saying that Kemsey got jokes.
What Casey just said a while ago. I don't understand. What this man just said?
Alright, so he's going off history. Generally, when Chelsea sacked their manager midway through the season, they tend to go on and win the Champions League. History has proven it.
So as a result of that, that's what you don't go with for sack Tuchel. History.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
And it said that never happened. So right now, sacking him don't make no sense.
Well, I thought Manchester United fans were a little bit crazy, but Chelsea fans giving them a run for their money, honestly. That is madness. They can't sack a manager based off history, because if them sack Tuchel and then they don't win Champions League, then what happen?
Alright, so I'll get back to Casey in a comment quickly, but I have to bring up this comment. So he's trying to say that check the Chelsea fans to see how many of them married. They want stable. So Ryan, this comment for Casey is for you. So you're saying that Kunde, along with Levy Colwill, as I told you, that guy's been very good at others' field. But for some reason or the other, I think Chelsea is going to do the same thing that they did with Gueye and also with Tomori. They're going to sell him.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because at the end of the day, you have to kind of balance the books. So some people have to go out for sale. But definitely, you know, I rate Fofana highly.
Yeah.
But the injury thing now is what concerns me about it.
Guess what? He has come back and he has looked very good still.
Yeah, but he has that injury record. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's because he's young or what, but I don't mind those players that were mentioned.
Fair. So let's jump over these two remaining games quickly. So kind of discuss it to an extent. Arsenal got a 2-1 victory over West Ham, cemented back their place back in the top four. Both the central defenders in Rob Holding and Gabriel scored both goals for them. Jared Bowen got the goal for West Ham. Anything from any of you guys on this?
Nah, Rice was another disappointing out. Arsenal, I wish that Manchester United had followed Arsenal and like how them stick with Arteta and go through the struggles that we're going through. I believe Manchester United would be in a much better place now with Ole. And just like
Stop the cap.
and just like the
Only
Chelsea,
has 3 years gone.
listen, and
Arteta
just
already
like,
3 years yet.
listen, and just like the Chelsea fans, I will say, history proves it. When Ole came in at Manchester United, he took the turmoil and turned that turmoil around and turned it into something that players want to come to. A lot of people say, oh, Ole can't attract any players. Oh, he might attract Bruno. Oh, he might attract Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he might attract all these wonderful players. He came second in the league and third in the league. Chelsea has never finished above Ole in a season where Ole was a full-time coach. Never. So if Ole get that amount of years, that means that whoever was Chelsea coach with Lampard was fired. But listen, Arsenal stuck with Arteta, no matter how it was pressure. Oh, Arteta out, Arteta in last place, Arteta in relegation zone. Oh, Arsenal going to get relegated. Arsenal stuck with their man, allow him to put in his philosophy, allow him to get his players, and now they're reaping the benefits. This is why Manchester United is a crap show.
False equivalency.
How is it false equivalence?
Because Arteta don't reach 3 years yet, and we can see what he's doing. Only reach 3 years and we never saw him.
Oh, so how can you not see what a man is doing and him come second?
You saw what Ole was doing?
For beat your idiot side. How is it
You
that,
saw what Ole
you
was
can't see
doing?
what the man is doing?
You saw what Ole was doing. Okay.
Of course I saw what he was doing.
Okay,
First of
okay.
all, what he had to do, Ryan, he had to change around the culture in Manchester United because the culture was a bunch of crap. It was a bunch of
Stop the cap.
brother, stop mute with the brother, let me talk. It was a bunch of feces, brother. And he came in and he brushed up the feces and he turned it around and he gave those players a chance to believe in themselves. And what he did, second place, Europa final, Carling Cup semis, FA Cup semis, and he was doing the damn thing. But no, Manchester United fans, they are spoiled. As Dimo said, they are indeed spoiled and they want immediate success. Look at Arsenal now, sitting in fourth place, probably about to finish third, about to make Champions League. When Arteta never make Champions League, oh, Arteta out. No, give the man an opportunity to prove himself. Ole already came second and third and should have given another opportunity to at least finish the season. Now look at crappy United in Europa. If I decided fire Ole could have finished in a Europa too. That was easy. But he had finished in Champions League the last two previous seasons, and he was definitely going to win a trophy this season. And because them fire him, United don't win nothing.
Something all right. Something all right, yeah.
Gibbs, you're wilding, man.
All my while when I'm talking is facts. When you tell me about Bradford, oh, this guy, he coach up Tuchel, he coach up Nagelsmann, he's going to come and he's going to change it around. All him do is just come and make the press conference them sound good. That's all him do. Absolutely nothing.
That's all he did, eh?
What else him do? What else him do?
This is the same one that has showed up everything that is bad at United.
Well, anybody with eyes could see it. Zlatan tell you what did Zlatan say?
Yeah, and what did they do? What did they do about it?
Huh?
What did they do about it?
I mean, they didn't do anything about it.
Okay, that answers the question.
I'm not doing anything. That's not the blasted.
That answers the question.
But that's not the coach's job. The coach's job is to coach the team and make the team be in the best position for win. And that is what Ole did. Ole make you
win what?
Ole make you jump up and down.
What
Ole gave you level.
Who jump?
Ole gave you hope. He gave you hope.
Bro, listen for a minute. Listen for a minute.
Is that right?
You see, if I need hope, I'm not too far away from Hope Garden, so I can just simply go down there. I don't need Ole.
It's all right, man. I'm done. I am done now. I'm done talking about Ole. Wanna disrespect that man way too much.
Disrespect that man way too much. And all that man has done for Manchester United is put them out of the feces and put them in a great position culturally. That's what the man do, When Ole get fired, what did all the players come out and say? We are playing for Ole. We are playing for Ole. What did Carrick say? Oh man, I miss Ole. Ole set the culture here. That's what the man never say. Every single player, we have to win this game for Ole. When they were playing that Champions League game, we must win this for Ole.
How comes it was these same players that end up making get sacked?
I mean, listen, this is football. You don't always. Sometimes you're gonna have a bad run, but you have to stick with your guy. You're gonna tell me when Eric Ten Hag come. This is the same thing what you're gonna do if he's in 15th place. Ten Hag out. Give the man a chance to build his side and to put in his philosophy. Will they take 3, 4, 5 years?
How much money your boy always spent?
Listen, don't talk about too much money.
No, man, you got there, man. You say give him a chance to rebuild.
If you go there, you have to go there with all the managers. Every single Manchester United manager since Alex Ferguson left got money. Ole is the second most successful manager there. The man wins 54% time games. What you tell me, say, brother? You're not talking like Ole is some damn scrub. The man wins 54% time games.
He is a scrub. What are you talking about? The man is a scrub.
Yo, I'm done here, man. I'm done here, man. Now piss me off.
What did he say?
Talk about something else now. They're disrespect this man way too much now.
I agree with the Elton. Ralph is a fraud. You know why? I agree because Elton Gardner is also a fraud. Long if a company show now we can see it. So Elton is also a fraud.
Yo, I'm done talking. Yo, what are the next game we're talking about? I'm done.
That's exactly where we're going. So we don't finish talking about it because we're going to talk about Man United.
Oh, God.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
I am done. Yeah, I am done.
We're not even talking about the next game then. It's Brentford, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically just talk about it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that game yet.
We're basically just talk about it. We could call it that.
So here what? We're going to look at one other game and then the Champions League game. So in the championship tomorrow, it will be second versus third. We know that Fulham has already won the championship and they're back in the Premier League. And I think it's 2016 thereabouts was the last time we had both Fulham and Norwich in the league at the same time. Those two teams, it seems like they can't have a margin in the league together. When one is coming up, the next one is going down. But come tomorrow, Bournemouth who got a very good victory over the weekend, and also Nottingham who got a superb victory over the weekend. My boy James Garner standing out once again, and they beat up Swansea by 5 goals to 1. So they'll both play against each other tomorrow. If Forest win, they'll go level on points with Bournemouth, and they have a superior goal difference. So the final match day on Saturday could come down to a shootout.
But they don't have no big superior goal difference, isn't it? Just +1. Because I think they both score 72 and Nottingham concede 38 and Bournemouth concede 39, if I'm not mistaken. I think
you can come down to goals. Yeah, you can come down to goals scored.
Yeah, I think it's just one. Yeah, I'm sure.
Second can come down to goals scored because both of them can tie on goal difference. And then it comes down to who scored the most.
So I'm right. I said that Saturday come down to a shootout.
No, I'm never say a wrong way. You say superior goal difference. I'm just a wonder. But listen, Bournemouth going to win this game. We don't have to worry about nothing. Bournemouth won't lose this game. Scott Parker, remember, I watched a game the other day. Bournemouth was losing 3-0. And this is where you talk about character. This is where you talk about teams who are serious about moving from the championship into the Premier League. And Scott Parker definitely have some experience into the Premier League. And he knows what it takes to get there. Nottingham Forest, obviously, me on the talk about them and all the rich history and what I want to see about Nottingham in it, but they have to go get there through the playoffs. I think after Bournemouth win this game, and Pepe Paul, if you are in the comment section, Pepe Paul, I want you to buy this game. Bournemouth to win and over 2.5. Go ahead and buy that game. Bournemouth to win over 2.5. Can't lose Pepe Paul.
All right, so hold on a second. So I got a voice note. This voice note is rather long, and it's in regards to Chelsea, but I'll go ahead and play it.
Rather long, who name so?
Good evening.
Raggy?
I said it's rather long.
Oh.
Alright, so let me go ahead with it now.
Good evening. Listening to parts of the discussion, hearing that Chelsea don't have a system and sacking Tuchel should be a main option. That can't be the case. It's obvious that Chelsea have a system. They may not have the right players or personalities or the right players on form to work within the system, but it's obvious they do have one. Sacking Tuchel can't be the answer right now. It's actually giving Tuchel time to, again, get the players that he needs to make the system work. But that can't be it. I just lost for words at hearing those type of comments. And I have no reason to. I'm a Manchester United fan. This is Yannick from United. I have no reason to like Chelsea. But I respect Chelsea, respect Ryan. And that's no reason to say I love football too much to say things like that. They have a system. I see where their system has beaten very good teams. It's again getting the right players, right personalities, the right frame of minds for the game. And then you have games like that where you do everything right and you still get 1-2 nil or 3-0. Those games do happen. So it's just the beauty and the cruelty of football, I think.
Alright, yeah, man, Yannick, I said it's in the voice not long time ago, but I never pay attention to the phone, man, because I'm deeply invested into Kim's talking about all
Hold on. So who is this guy? First?
Yannick Price, man, is a United fan. I think you probably know him, man.
Yannick Price, yeah. So Mr. Price, I know him from even over from B90. Mr. Price, first thing, Mr. Price, you see when I send in voice to Mr. Price, let me give you some voice note etiquette. Voice note 101. When you host up the voice a little bit bossy, you talk a little bit too nice. Good night, guys. No, but host it up. Yo, Chelsea, whatever, right? Host up the voice a little bit. But what he's saying, how much more time, right, Mr. Price, how much more time does Tuchel need? Because you said Tuchel need more time to get in his players to implement his system.
Need to do what, though?
Huh?
Need to do what?
What do you mean?
To challenge Liverpool and City?
I never said that. I guess him said.
No, I'm asking to do what? Because he has won the Champions League, he has won other trophies, he's in the FA Cup final, so he need to do what exactly?
No, so I guess they're saying for the persons who are calling for the sacking of Tuchel, they're saying that Mr. Price is saying hold your brakes, hold your horses, allow the man to continue getting his players and build his system.
Yeah, man, we get that, but I'm asking.
Probably to win the Premier League.
Okay.
Yeah, because him already win Champions League, and I don't think he needs to get in players to win the FA Cup and those small cups. And you know, also the Club World Cup where you celebrate the other day, you want to win that too. So I think he's talking about the Premier League to challenge the Liverpools, the Man Cities, and the Uniteds of the world.
Huh?
But you know what, I'm going with Nottingham for the upset tomorrow. I'm going with them.
I'm going 3-2 Nottingham.
All right. No, who are you taking on the bet?
Yeah, man. Money, look.
Yeah, man. You're bet no. Hey.
All right. You know what? I said that. Reason why I said it, the same team that Kems is making mention of, it was Swansea. Swansea was leading by 3-0, and then Bournemouth ended up turning it around and drew 3-all. It was the same Swansea that Nottingham faced Saturday and whooped them up by 5 goals.
I know you can't play football like that.
And who did you coach Swansea?
Go again?
Who did I coach Swansea last year?
Steve Cooper.
First of all, let us not, if we're going to say something like that, let's give the full context. Swansea was at home versus Bournemouth. Nottingham was at home versus Swansea. Mr. Price, so say a word, boss. Manners. But listen, Swansea was at home versus Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest was at home, right? So let us not get it twisted. But I'm saying, Levan, I could do a little bit, $50 bet. $50 bet from Bournemouth.
Bro, not cheaper for my dollars.
Ryan, what you say? 50 pound Bournemouth?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I tell you, so I used to not having money, so I don't want to.
Kems, I told you that I know you too well now, fam. And Pepe is saying that he's praying Nottingham for the upset.
Would it be upset, though?
Not necessarily.
They are 2 points behind.
Yeah.
So, upset?
it wouldn't necessarily be an upset. And also, Christoph is saying that he's going for Bournemouth. I saw Casey saying that Bournemouth not playing EPL next season. Forest and others feel for promotion. So you have
No, I don't want Huddersfield back up there.
yeah, they have been playing some good football, but I don't want them back in the league.
Bournemouth and Nottingham to come back up.
Yeah. Now, Champions League. Tomorrow, Villarreal takes on Liverpool. Liverpool holding a 2-0 victory, 2-0 lead going into the second leg. I know that away goals rule don't count in this any at all. So if Villarreal score 2, you know that, and Liverpool don't respond, it's going to extra time. But a particular man on the show, and have some faith and some hope. The same hope that Ole gave him in Villarreal that they can cause the upset. So, Kems, shoot a shot, man, on this Liverpool against Villarreal game.
All right, boss. Let us not. All right. Listen. So, I'm gonna start off first by saying that
One more than speak there again. When we come up on the screen again like last week.
if you don't come up on the screen for that talk. If you don't come up on the screen for that talk.
Brother, what are the foolishness, man? Shoot the shot, man. Go on.
If you don't come up on the screen, we're not talk. All right. All right. Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you really quickly, though. Really quickly. Honestly. Liverpool and Benfica, right? In the second leg, it was a 3-3 draw, and that was home. And that was Liverpool at home. And you can say, yeah, them already won the tie, or they already let it go. But Unai Emery, he came out and he said, hey, you guys, don't think that the tie is over. Don't think that the tie is over right now, because we are going to come back. It's going to be a different thing when you come to Spain. Listen, I have Villarreal to win the tie. I have Villarreal to go to the Champions League finals versus Manchester City. And that 2-0, Liverpool never convinced me, because Villarreal went out with a plan. Obviously, Liverpool break down the defense because they wanted us to be 0-0 going to Villarreal. But I believe that Villarreal can come back and win this tie. It's going to be very difficult. But again, belief, confidence is better than anything. So listen, I'm going with Villarreal to take it, and I'm going probably a 4-1 for Villarreal. I'm telling you, if Emery listen, sometimes coaches lie, but when I was watching that post-game interview, Emery said, hey, it's okay, we take our 2-0 defeat. I'm paraphrasing. We take our 2-0 defeat right now, but coming back to Spain, it is going to be hell in Spain, and the result won't be anything close. Listen, and Emery,
that's crazy.
I'll put up all of them things we have put up. Emery knows how to beat Klopp. He knows how to beat Klopp. And Adlam and all those persons think I will be running. I'll be here too. I'll be the first one here tomorrow for the show. Hey, Levan, I wish we could have streamed the show during the game.
When tomorrow?
Yeah.
I have zero problem doing that. We can do a live watch along tomorrow if you guys want me to. No problem.
Listen, Adlam, do you want it live? Kems, let's make a bet. Nah. Nah. We run out of money.
You don't believe in it. You don't believe in yourself.
Eh?
You don't believe in yourself.
It depends. Depends what we are talking about.
Yeah, what you just talking about.
Frana put it perfectly, you're saying, Arian. Frana said the man don't even confident in what they're saying. When Kems is confident enough, Kems talk with a straight face. That's when Kems a joke.
But I take Emery serious, you know. Emery said in Spain is a total different ball game. Emery ball. Just remember, Emery ball. I wouldn't listen, if Liverpool win, everybody expect Liverpool to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Villarreal come and Villarreal take it. Especially them get an early goal, early one, and then get a penalty, go up 2-0. Hey, it's going to be problems up in Spain. You ever tell you?
All right, Michelle, I can't stream the game itself. Black don't want to get black and then take on the channel. We can't do that live, man. And people are copyrighted, so we can't do that. We just can't do a live watch along and have it as it go on. So Kim's can't hide from. So I want to say, let's make one know.
I don't. I have to prepare for a presentation, boss. But let me know.
All right. Ryan, you know that Kim's is the only one that is expecting anything different. I think this tie is just as much over. Nothing else will come from this. What say you?
Liverpool, they have tried to make a few games interesting this season. They lost at home to Inter, when they basically won the group anyway, but still they went ahead and lost at home. And against Benfica, they were like 2 goals up, and they found a way to have that exciting draw. So Liverpool is like them like little vibes. So I'm going to bet just like that. I'm going to predict rather just like that. In that I'm going to say that Villarreal will score first, make it interesting, make it a interesting game, 2-1 on the tie, and then Liverpool will equalize and the game will finish 1-1.
All right. So that's quite a few people saying watch along. So here what? If we're going to have a watch along, make sure to tune in, get the whole crew and pack them up and come pre the thing. The next game now, Man City against Real Madrid at Real Madrid home. I think City has their full back line back, except for John Stones. I think Walker is back, so I think they have a full strength team. Both teams score 4 goals over the weekend. Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
How you guys see this one going, Ryan?
I think Real Madrid will feel happy going home, conceding 4, but being behind by 1, because that keeps them in the game. They really should have gotten 6, 7, and be behind by 3 goals, 4 goals right now. The tie should have actually been done on paper, but that is not the case. So Real Madrid stands a very good chance right now. Real Madrid is a team, if you don't get rid of them, they will get rid of you. And Real Madrid don't want a lot of chances to get rid of you, because we see it against PSG and Chelsea. They create few chances and then they score. And they allow you to make mistakes as well.
Is Chelsea Manchester City?
Huh? Man City conceded 3 goals in 1 match.
I didn't stutter.
I don't know where.
How much on the concede? How much on the concede?
You concede 3-1 and 2-1.
Okay, thank you.
So we don't understand what you're asking.
No, but I'm saying you're saying that
conceded 3 goals in 1 match.
No, Ryan, but you're saying that if they don't get rid of Real Madrid, they get rid of you, because we see it with Chelsea and PSG. So I'm saying is Chelsea Manchester City. That's what I'm saying. No, they're not. Manchester City.
Manchester City.
I'm saying Manchester City is a much better team than Chelsea. Manchester City is a much better team.
Yeah, and they conceded 3 goals to Real Madrid.
All right, so I'm saying.
So I don't understand.
All right, so I'm going to explain to you. Going to Spain, do you think that Real Madrid can score goals unanswered and Man City don't answer?
I never give a prediction.
No, but you're saying.
No, but you need to remember my prediction.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so where was I before I was really interrupted? Yeah, so I think it will be an interesting game. I don't think that the game will. I think the tie will go right down to the end, and I am going to predict that both teams will score goals. There will be goals in the game, just like the last game, but maybe not so much. So I am going with a 2-2 draw and Man City to advance. Just.
Yes, from the front of saying that this game going extra time, 3-2 Madrid. All right, so the final.
Hold on. How are you going to extra time and Madrid win 3-2?
He's saying that it's going to go extra time.
It can't go extra time at 3-2, boss.
And finish 3-2.
It can finish 4-3.
No, man, it can go to extra time if it's 3-2, man. Rather Madrid.
Hold on.
3, City score 2, so it will end 6-all.
2-1, unless you finish 2-1, and okay, all right. Yeah, okay.
He's right, man. So, listen how this thing is going. Expect the Liverpool fans to predict for a Real Madrid win. I saw them from the first leg. All of them want to face Real Madrid in the final because I think that Real Madrid will be an easier opposition than City. Reason being, Real Madrid is going to come with the whole man midfield and they know that Liverpool is going to overrun the old man midfield. So that's the reason why a lot of Liverpool fans are predicting City to win. But Kems, go ahead.
Well, there's really not much to say about this. Pep Guardiola in his second in his second successive Champions League final. This time he will win. But Real Madrid is a good team. Benzema is in the form of his life. Obviously, we see Vinny coming to the party as well. But listen, Mahrez is the one to blame. If Mahrez has took his chances in that first leg, as Ryan said, would have been 3, 4, probably 5 goals ahead, cruising into the second leg. But I see no stoplight there for Manchester City. I see green, go. I'm picking Manchester City 4, Real Madrid 1. It's going to be totally outclassed, totally outcoached. Remember, I see Carlo Ancelotti smoking his big cigar out there. I see all the players drinking, happy, celebrating Spanish League when they win since last year. But, make them celebrate it nonetheless. But it's big dogs time now. Pep Guardiola have those players focused, have those players really in tune, know what the task is at hand. Levon, you same one, you tell me, say, hey, if Pep don't win a Champions League, it is a failure at Manchester City. Well, I'm guessing he probably thinks the same thing. I think he wants to win a Champions League. Just like how we hear the noise, I'm sure he hears the noise too. And I'm sure the noise is louder in England. Say Pep is a Premier League bully. Pep is a domestic league bully. Could win Champions League with Bayern, can't win it with City, only can win it with Lionel Messi. So now is his opportunity to not only whop up Carlo and Real Madrid, but then go up against Klopp, who seem to be his Achilles heel. So now is a chance. No, I'm not going up against Klopp. Sorry, I mean Emery.
A moment, man.
I mean Emery.
Yes, David said I'm tired to face City now in one season.
Yeah, man, don't worry yourself, boss. Don't worry yourself.
And here's Adlam saying that City will win big, but Liverpool to struggle. So Liverpool players are drink rum, then no focus, 2 games.
Listen, we don't know how to compare 2 different teams playing like, we don't know how to compare City a play Real Madrid to Liverpool a play Villarreal. As I said before, Unai Emery said that it is going to be a different ball game coming Spain. And I believe that, man, and I just know that, hey, it's not going to be easy. That's all. The thing with Real Madrid have to come out guns blazing. They have to come out to try and win the game. And City love when they do that. City love when they do that because they're going to get a lot of chances. They're going to run behind the defenders. And that all-man midfield up in there, it's going to be a problem.
All right, before we reach the closure, to everybody in the comment section, if you haven't hit that subscription button, I said to ensure that click on that ASAP and also hit that like button. Get the likes up so we can get the channel recommended, so we can get more subscription on board. Just going to go ahead and give you guys a minute to talk about anything else sports related as long as you want to. So I'm going to start with you, Ryan. Shoot.
Well, interesting games ahead tomorrow in terms of the Champions League semi and even the championship. Basically, a championship semi. Basically, that's what it is right now. Because we know what happens if a team wins versus if they don't win. So, interesting games tomorrow and Wednesday. Italian Serie A, interesting title race going on over there with the Milan teams. So remains to be seen which one of them can pull off that victory. Their top 4 already sealed off. Juventus basically got the 4th spot. So nothing much to play for except for who can get that Serie A title. Hopefully AC can maybe win it because Inter won it last season. I really don't have a horse in the race. It's just somewhere more to win something. And AC have some guys on the team that I like. So hopefully they can maybe win that and so forth.
What a guy name when But the guy name will leave AC Milan and go over Inter.
Kalanoglu.
Would have been really sucky for him. If
But
AC
you know what
Milan,
though? You know that is the keeper sell it out for Inter Milan the other day because they were winning and the keeper gave up pass. Bro, if you watch by the replay, I think it was a game against
Which game that?
Bologna that they lost 2-1 midweek.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that like the second string keeper?
Yeah, Radu. Because they had rested Andanovic for that game.
why would you be rested at this point in time?
And he's also the captain.
He just
I
deserves
don't
it.
know.
He just
That
deserves
is
it.
It's crazy.
Romanian guy.
Yeah. But it's interesting, man. And
Yeah, man, interesting race. And it could have been more interesting if that never saw Bob.
who?
Napoli. I always call him one the other. Some reason.
Napoli, man. They lost some games that they shouldn't have lost. They lost to Empoli the day after leading 2-0 in the 80th minute. Ended up losing that game 3-2. And weekend gone, they come back and they beat up Sassuolo 6-1. So I'm saying, why they didn't score those goals last weekend instead of this weekend?
Napoli that fear, man.
Yeah.
Napoli is one team you don't want to bet pan at no point in time.
They're like the BVB of
Yep.
of
Just like weekend.
Yeah.
Look at weekend. Dortmund went behind.
That point.
Ended up winning it around
How Alan must score? How you can win?
Crazy, man. But interesting thing about Serie A is that Inter Milan play first this weekend. They play against Empoli on Saturday. AC doesn't play until Sunday. So if Inter Milan
but Inter, the other thing though, Inter has the easier run of games.
Correct. Because I believe AC has. I'm not quite sure who else they have, but they have the tougher of both of them.
I looked at the schedule last night. I don't remember them, but they have the harder. They have the harder games. Can touch over Bundesliga a little bit and talk about how RB Leipzig dash it all away. The top 4 position, that is. Freiburg look like they might get 4th.
Well,
and some good changes going on over Bundesliga in terms of the transfers. But we can talk about that next time.
Yeah, man, we'll get there, man. Kems, go ahead.
so AC Milan only have Verona, Atalanta, and what else team name?
Sassuolo.
Yeah, have them 3 teams there. And I see Atalanta draw one game today with the last
Salernitana.
And man, walk, you see, man. But you know, Atalanta is a team just like Napoli. Atalanta will come and beat up AC Milan. You know?
Of course. So, had 3 love.
But here's the thing about Salernitana though, Kems. They're trying to make a great escape, you know, because if you look at the last 4 games, they have won 3 and drawn 1. And they're only what? They're 2 points behind Cagliari and a game
Milan. Yep. Cagliari, you know, good, you know.
Bug team that farm.
Cagliari will start off like a house on fire and then just scale up.
Yep.
All right. I don't know. Let me just touch on the basketball a little bit. The Miami Heat just blew the Philadelphia 76ers, beat them by about 30. Listen, Brianna Williams. I was watching some races with her over the weekend, and I think that Brianna needs some topping speed, brother. I don't know how she's going to get it, where she's going to buy it, but she needs some topping speed. She'll start out good, go down to the 60, and then the whole field catch up with her after that. You know,
she needs to give Otto.
I don't know if it's an Otto team.
Trending.
Huh?
That is what she has been focusing on this season.
I realize.
That is what we saw her doing.
We've been doing a lot of.
I see Adam talk about Memphis Warriors. Heartbreaking loss for Memphis last night. I'm not even watching the sports show this morning. Couldn't take them raving about the idiot Warrior. Oh, Steph Curry. Yeah, couldn't take that.
Couple more to go, fam. More bellyache for you.
But Adam, yeah, I definitely think it's going 7. Any series have a chance to go 7, it's going to be this one. Well, if it not go 7, then Warriors losing 6. Pick your poison.
You're crazy.
You know? I think Warriors. Listen, I'm not even going to say Warriors escape last night because listen, if you put Klay Thompson at the line and if you tell me say Klay Thompson going to miss 2 free throws in that moment, I wouldn't bet money that will happen. That is something that just doesn't happen. But I guess it's basketball, and anything can. But I think Memphis going to win this series. I was looking at the Phoenix game. Phoenix up a lot to a little. So basketball turning out well. I know something is missing from the playoffs, and I think it's that guy named LeBron Ramon James. He's missing from the playoffs, but he'll be back. He'll be back next season, folks. The pen relays, I hear them say, one of the students run away, but nothing is wrong with him, guys. Nothing is wrong with him. He just decided that he's going to take an early vacation, an early summer break. But they say it's a particular,
they cut it down.
Huh?
A while ago, I checked it and I saw that Suns were leading by over 15. Now it's down to 7.
Oh yeah, basketball game around. But yeah, it's a school in town. One of the guys just decides he's going to spend some time with his family. So, that's about it.
Yeah. And for the people that follows Jamaica Premier League over the weekend, Tivoli won 2-0 over Mobe United. As I said, Mobe is going right back where they belong. A lot of controversy in the game between Dunby Olden and Mount Pleasant. Dunby Olden scored a goal. A lot of people are saying that it wasn't a goal because they're saying that all of the ball never went over the line. And the assistant ref gave it as a goal. No, Mount Pleasant went down the other end. Similar situation. Assistant ref said no goal. And immediately from that same play, there was Dunby Olden down to the other end. Scored a nice goal on the counter attack from Peter McGregor. So a lot of people are saying that Mount Pleasant were robbed, and they had to switch the assistant ref, the linesman. From
assistant. That's the correct term.
Yeah, assistant ref. They have to switch him over from the side that he was on over to the next side. So yeah, all of that because the fans started to battle him and all of that. Was that good?
Does that matter?
Probably not.
Him see better out of one side and eye than the other. Because switching.
Actually, he never got battle on the next side.
That is the most Jamaican thing to do.
No, I think them switch him. No, them never switch him because of the fans. Then.
Yeah, because they were battling him, so they switch him over from the side that he was in the battle.
The fans, man. They would have killed him.
That doesn't make more sense. Because it's like I thought you meant switching him because he wasn't doing good over one side. So I'm saying, that makes sense.
No, man.
That would be the most Jamaican. That would be the most Jamaican thing to do.
But I just forgot that there won't be any relegation this season. All the teams will stay up, so no relegation this season. But as I said, Dunby Olden won by 3 goals. So and Peter McGregor with 2 of the goals. Cumberland got a 1-0 victory over Portmore United. Vere got a 2-1 victory over Arnett Gardens. And in the 2 games today, I know that Waterhouse won by a 0-0 over Arborview. And the next team now, Cavaliers, they got a 2-0 victory over Arborview. So Waterhouse beat Mullins, that is, and Cavaliers beat Arborview. That's a roundup on the Jamaica Premier League. So guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the content. Big up to Kems, big up to Ryan, big up to Josh, and all of you guys that makes part of the Sports Frenzzyy team. Until we see again, hopefully tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure yet, but hopefully there'll be a watch along. Once there will be one, I'll go ahead and create it and you guys will see the notification. So stay safe until then. Enjoy the rest of your night. And until we see, good night.
Blessings.